Had a bit of rainfall earlier in the day, and then the late afternoon and going into the evening, things have settled down a bit. One shower, kind of a line of some lighter to moderate rain up north of Picayune, kind of already passed through Poplarville, and that's really about it. Had a shower that was down toward the coast, but even that is gone. Rainfall totals today, minor compared to what we had seen over the last several days, and rainfall coverage is around 40 to 50%. One more wet day in terms of scattered showers and thunderstorms before things really start to dry out. Rest of the evening and night looks like it'll be fairly quiet with only some isolated showers or widely scattered showers popping up during afternoon heating. This model has actually kind of gone with a downward trend of how much coverage that we would see tomorrow. And then more rainfall early Wednesday morning. Exact timing differs between the models, but this is our cold front that'll surge on through. So we will have some rain on Wednesday morning, then clearing out with fall weather arriving perfectly timed because Wednesday is the official start of fall. Right now outside pretty but warm. Temperature 86 degrees. We have seen more sunshine today, and with dew points in the 70s, it feels more like the 90s outside. Today's high right at average for this time of year. Tomorrow probably near or just above average temperatures, and then well below temperatures by Thursday and into the early part of next week. So a more fall feel is on the way. Most of us getting into the 80s with a few spots briefly getting into the low 90s. Dew points are still high and winds are out of the south and light, but the winds are going to be increasing once that front moves on through. Look at where we are by early on Wednesday morning. Winds will start howling out of the north, and it looks like it's going to stay fairly breezy all day Wednesday and continuing into Thursday. Aloft, we actually have some drier air, which is why what rain we have seen aren't those heavy rainfall makers or rainfall accumulation type storms that we have seen over the last several days. But this is what I'm waiting for, the upper trough that is going to bring in that drier air. So we still have the lingering moisture out ahead of our front, but once the front moves on through, a very dry air mass, and temperatures have already started to drop across the northern plains and the Mountain West. That is the air mass that is headed south, and this is a more early seasonal cold front, and a real cold front at that. The showers move in and then out quickly by early Wednesday morning, and that air mass that is on the way will be even drier than the one we saw. But remember, before Ida, we actually had kind of an early season cold front. It helped to drop dew points into the 50s and 60s. Well, it looks like with this front, we'll see dew point temperatures dropping into the 40s, and that may allow a few spots onto the North Shore to even get into the 40s. Temperature-wise, looking very pleasant as well. Quick check of the tropics. We have two named storms. If you missed it, it's because they're going to both stay out over the open Atlantic, likely not even threatening land. Peter and Rose. There is another area that we're keeping a watch on that is just off the African coast with a high potential of development, but as I've mentioned early in the season, anything that far out is worth a mention, and it just got its mention. So we're not worrying about it. And in fact, looking at some of our long-range computer models, it appears as though we may stay quiet in the tropics in the Gulf of Mexico until the end of September. So it looks like we may be ending things a little bit quieter for wrapping up the month of September. We need it. 40% chance of rain tomorrow. Better chance of rain early Wednesday with the front, and then temperatures dropping and beautiful weather on the way. Look at those morning lows. Low 50s on the North Shore. And again, some spots north of the lake could maybe see some upper 40s.